are deeply valued. May I now invite Dr. Pradeep Rai, Chairman, India Legal Research Foundation and India Legal Aid Center, a distinguished senior advocate, author, and reformist, voice in constitutional and commercial law. Dr. Rai has dedicated his life to access to justice.
Mr. Ravi Sikri ji, Senior Advocate, Mr. Ajay Singh, Tarvinder Kaur, Barun Singh, Imtiaz Bhai, Rukhsar Madam, because of whom, despite being a busy Friday, even she could brought Mr. Sikri here, the organizers, the Services Export Promotion Council. In the age of AI, India is actually a country where 3 centuries run together. Within the 60 kilometers of radius of this capital, you will find a bullock cart, a tanga, you will find a bus overloaded or a truck which is a driver is driving without license, and you will also find a Mercedes car. You will find several other amenities. In such a situation, how to deal with it? Our country is progressing. Our country is making a way forward. Fortunately, I am chairman of Private International Law Committee of Indian Society for International Law. So whenever I try to deal with the issue, I find it really very difficult that how to educate the people. Recently, Supreme Court is considering a case of digital arrest. They have taken suo motu cognizance. Now, a pensioner who has retired 30 years back or 20 years back, he gets a call that share your PIN code from a bank, or he gets a message. How he is educated, how well he is educated, how can he handle this? If you want to deal with such a situation, then you have to educate people. And the education is not only based like a training of internet or something, websites and all, because most of the villages don't have electricity. They have sometimes like 4 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours. Even Noida, which is the one of the renowned and most valuable industrial hub, you will find electricity cut. We stay in New Delhi area, there also sometimes there is a power cut, maybe for a minute, but there is a power cut. So ultimately, first of all, we have to be ready with infrastructure. If we are not ready with infrastructure, we can't deal with such a situation, and then training parts come later. And also there is a law. Internet is fundamental right. This was held in Anuradha Bhasin's case, that all the citizens, they should not be blocked and they should have the internet. At the same time, we have KS Puttaswamy, where right to privacy is equally important. Now, there is a conflict between these two. Whenever you go and buy, how they grab you? Whenever you go and buy something in a shop, they will say, sir, there is a package. If you fill this form, you may get a lottery. And lottery may be worth 100 rupees or 200 rupees something. And many of us, just by chance or like fun, or they just fill the form. Some of them may really be interested, and they may be finding themselves lucky that if we fill, we may succeed. But many of us just fill like that. Your phone number, your email ID, and your everything, that is out. And data is sometimes sold, sometimes leaked, and sometimes deliberately shared with several other persons. So ultimately, data privacy is also equally important. I am coming to the financial technology, other things. But unless we have the protection within the bounds of these parameters, it's really difficult for all of us to deal with such a situation. And then comes the cooperation part. Because international society or all the other countries, like Budapest, this convention was for cyber security, in which India is not a signatory. because they wanted us to share the data, and to protect the data we did not agree. So ultimately our purpose is data protection. At the same time, we are giving Aadhaar everywhere, we are giving our numbers everywhere, we are giving our email IDs everywhere. And how to deal with it? Is there any restriction? And at the time of constitutionalism, where we all, though we are sitting in India and having the Indian passport, but we all are global citizens. And most of us are dealt with, like even Google is not ours. Any activity you do, any software you use, you find yourself that you are subject to some of the software or hardware which does not belong to India, having some international border. Recently, this one software company, they blocked their own software, and because of that, several airlines were delayed. They could not fly. Even in the wartime, France blocked some Rafale software, and we could not actually use it at the time of use. So there should be some responsibility, liability, some respect of the contract, and contract also having these three categories. Like one category is the general contract, where you just go to a shop, there is some vendor, the electronic vendor is there, you know the rates, you put the money, you get the things back. In the other places where you go, some codes are there. By code you are buying something or selling something. That is some special contract. But ultimately at the time of AI, if there is some breach, there is no remedy so far. The only remedy is awareness. The only remedy is the taking care of it. And then the cooperation from suppose somebody is looting your money from Kenya. Like India is also one of the most notorious places. Jamtara, Nu, and this Bharatpur, they all are very well known for all these activities. And the persons indulge into it, they are not educated people. Most of them are 4th fail, 5th fail, forget about 10th fail. So many of them are like this. So primarily the problem is that when you enter into such activity, recently now this Agrawal Sahab, Sunil Agrawal ji is here. He is also one of the member in private international law committee with me. We had a program recently. And when you issue summons, okay, please. He is lucky because he has made a deal with them that he should speak first and he can attend the court. Only we are the hostages.
I second you.
So, when you issue summons, the summons has to be honored because India is the signatory of several international treaties in which we have agreed that if we issue summons or we proceed, we will cooperate. So many of the times, we find that there is some impediment created and countries do not cooperate because citing their own laws. If you want some extradition from the UK, you may not get it because they will say your prisons are not good. Nowadays, even they raise fingers on judiciary, they say your judges are very honest, we have seen. We are not going to give the accused persons to your place. So some of the conditions are there. I referred a matter of 1695, when there was a vessel known as Gajwai Hind, owned by Aurangzeb. Because most of the rulers' sisters were the #1 business entity, like Commerce Minister, current Commerce Ministers. So Roshan Ara was the Commerce Minister then, in that sense, because he was the biggest banker, richest ladies, like Jahan Ara was also richest lady. Despite Aurangzeb's times, he was allowed to do all the business. So when they were looted by a group of pirates belonging to the UK, Aurangzeb issued summons to the UK authorities that produced them. They did not agree. They said, no, we are a sovereign nation. You can't direct us. Aurangzeb said, okay, if you are a sovereign nation, we are blocking your entire business from our sea. And any of your citizens, if found in our territory, they will be executed. Fearing on this, they agreed. They hanged 21 pirates who were indulged into this. And they say, you send a person who can come and participate in the process of our judicial process. They can see that how we are dealing with it. And ultimately, after hanging, he wrote a letter that we have hanged now and I seek harmony. But that was the medieval age. Now in modern age, our laws should be such, which should be having a kind of harmony with each and every country. There are some issues where we all agree. You will not even Taliban, they are also trying to have the rule of law. They also want to govern their nation with the best of their ethics. When you want this, then obviously you should agree on certain common minimum laws on which each and every country should be dealing with it. Like even a suppose terror law. Then they will say that what is the definition of terror? My terrorism is different, your terrorism is different. At least there should be some points where we all should be agreed. Law should be there to fuel the business. It should not be to block it. And ultimately, we are not the nation where we provide so many government jobs. We cannot provide business opportunities to the public in general. Most of the citizens of the nations of the third world, they are trying to find out their own way. And what we have to do? We have to work on education, we have to work on health sector and infrastructure. If we are granting these three, nobody is asking any job from you. But you do not give us education, you do not give us health facilities, you do not give us infrastructure, and then you say that we are actually having so many problems. Give us some this problem-solving ability, and ability is education. So all these technology and all the things are there, but at the era of AI, artificial intelligence, where we all will find, you see, there was no law for drones in the capital. Few drones flew over the house of Prime Minister, they came with the guideline. They realized that there is a threat perception. Ultimately, many laws evolve from time to time with the developments of the society and with the development of technology. We should be open to that idea. We should not be the last person to follow it. The time is coming when each and every household will have a drone, sending their drone to the shopkeeper or the facility from where they are going to buy something, and the drone will reach there, they will load it there, you will be online, you will be transacting, things will be delivered. On many restaurants, you will find AI robo is serving you. Are we ready for it? Within 5-6 years, it's not, technology is growing so fast, within 6 to 10 years, you will find complete evolution in the society. In such a situation, are we ready? We as students of history, we did not even try to go to the computer rooms those days when we were studying. When for the first time I learned how to switch on and switch off the computer, that was the greatest success. I claimed everyone that now I know how to switch on and switch off. Now you see what the kids are doing, 5-year-old, 3-year-old, they know each and everything. Some of them, if you don't give them cell phone, they will not eat even food. Many families I have seen. So technology is there. We all have to work together. Time is less. And I can see Ravi Sikri ji and the lucky Barun Singh who left. I can say only one thing, that we all have to work on it. It's very great step that you all thought together to come with an idea to have a conference like this, on which we all can mull over and think that how and what should be the future of FinTech laws. Many financial companies are facing cases. Forget about NCLT, NCLAT and all these, that I am not going there. But technology is strengthened, and if there is a proper security feature, the cyber offenses, the crimes will be less. And we should not shy. I will give you one example. Recently, a ship, a vessel from the Vietnam came to Odisha. I was appearing for them. Now this matter is over, so I can share. The captain of the ship found some drug substances on the ship and he thought that it's not fair. He immediately informed the authorities. He took all the due precaution. Customs and police, they came. They seized the substance. They cooperated. They only mailed and informed. If they had not informed, nothing would have happened. Because of their information, when the authorities came to know that something is found at the vessel, they forfeited the vessel. They arrested the captain of the ship. They detained everyone. What is this? Ultimately, Supreme Court released, and whatever, I do not want to go into it, but there should be some kind of business-friendly laws. And honesty should be given priority over everything. If somebody is doing something with the honest and good intentions, that should be honored. And ultimately, Madam Rukhsar, because of you, all these people are stuck. And so, yes, yes. So thank you so much to everyone, and may God bless you for such a wonderful program. I appreciate your patience and time.